the afternoon of August 8th, and this is just some documentation to show the space that I have available for putting a lift system to the loft, which is above this opening here. This is the east side of the garage. The garage door is facing sort of north. That's really north, but I call this north. So walking up to the entrance or the opening, we have some cover that I put do not foam quite a while ago. Some of this is actually nailed down, but I expect to remove it depending on the design that I have for the lift system. So currently, I believe there's a 36-inch landing right here that the stair or the lift system should open up into, but maybe more importantly, this would be the place to be lifting equipment, but the ceiling up above is flat up to about this point here, which we don't see. I think it's about 8 feet, and then it starts down at a 6/12 pitch. So by the time I get down here, I'm bending over, but as long as material could be lifted up that's no higher than 4 feet, and there may be some kind of roller system that allows me to offload the equipment, this may be the preferred location. So let me go from the other side. Structurally, I have the capacity, the capability of putting a lot of load on either of this left or right beam, and including the back. And that's because I have 4x6s supporting these two floor joists on both sides of the opening. In this case, it's a 6x6. Of course, over here, it's only a 4x6, but that's a considerable amount of load that I could use. The dilemma I'm having right now is I don't know where to put the electricity for the motor. And as it stands, tomorrow night, they'll be done sheetrocking everything. I have available right now, the way that the garage is designed electrically is that's a double gang outlet. On the left, I've got 20 amps, and on the right, I have another 20. And those are GFCI'd in series with this one, and I believe something down here somewhere. That's a refrigerator, that's different. But the reason I'm mentioning that is I could very easily take 120 amp circuit. One is not gonna be using the lift at the same time they're gonna be using this wall. So I could run, and because I'm using a 6-inch wall and I only have 3.5 inches of foam, I think it's R7 per inch, I could quite easily run a 20 amp line up here, run over and poke a hole out here, or come up through the floor, and I could do the same, or I could run across the same place and run a line up here as well. I don't know how I would do it once this sheetrock wall gets put in place, and the way that it stands, I got to take out a few screws before they start mudding in order to make that happen. So any suggestions would be nice.